Howdy, howdy.
Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to the Rock Room. Yeah, Mr. Chubby. What do you mean the slide release on like the slab saw? Because the slab saw, it's a crank. You know, the crank thing. But I think the like the release lever that moves the table like back and forth or whatever. I mean, it could be like something like
Hello, Cheryl.
hey Cheryl, it could be like there's some like gunk underneath it or something. I'm not really sure exactly if that's what you mean.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey Jeff.
Hi, Lori.
Hi Lori. Hi Janetta. Brenda's mom, Janetta. You're out there. So yeah, I'm not sure you know what release, like the lever to move the slide back and forth. No, I've never had any problems, so really not sure what release that is. So yeah, so today, anywho, we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. We're gonna be doing no opals. I shouldn't say no opals. There'll be a couple little specks of opal, but yeah. So being it's Christmas, we're gonna make it like a shorter video. So we're just kind of looking at some stuff that we have never really normally looked at. I shouldn't say never looked at. We might have looked at some of it, might not have, but we're gonna look at it again. I know some of this stuff I've done in like some videos, other stuff I haven't. So, but it'll be kind of a close-up look at some different things, more on the crystal-y side. Let's just say like crystals and gemstones and stuff like that, rather than
Sparkle for Christmas.
cut and cab. Yeah, we're gonna kind of rely on a little bit different, like I say, with more of a sparkly kind of stuff, crystally stuff. So yeah, it's again freezing cold outside. We was a little bit warm. Hey Betty, it was a little warm today. Like when we got up, it was like it was cold this morning, and then it got like warm for like an hour around noon, and then after that, then the temperature just dropped. We got like 60-mile-an-hour winds. Standing outside, you could see trees snapping off, or big branches and stuff, tops of trees snapping off. We had, if anybody's familiar with snow tornadoes, we had snow tornadoes flying around, and yes, it was brutal. So we weren't even sure we were going to be able to go live, because being out here in the country, if we have no internet and we got satellite, so if that wasn't going to be working,
hi just Lucky.
Hey Lucky 13. So if that wasn't going to be working, then we have no internet. So Starlink, that's what I was thinking of. So yeah, we got Starlink. So if that wasn't going to be working, then we wouldn't be able to go live. That's one of the downfalls of living in the country. Like people talk about broadband, or like no, we get nothing out here. Nobody's gonna. We don't even have natural gas out here, or sewer, or I shouldn't say we have sewer, but the city sewer and water. We don't have nothing. We don't have nothing. All the country, you're on your own. We got a holding tank. We got propane tanks. Everything's done in like the old-fashioned way. So that's how you get by in the country. But again, good thing is no neighbors, nobody complain. We can pump up the music and stuff like that. So it's kind of nice and kind of not nice. So are you sure the volume works? Did you turn your volume up?
I'm sure they can hear us.
Yep,
they can hear us.
Okay, we're just checking, make sure the volume, make sure everybody hears. All right, so yeah, so anyhow, so let me grab the camera here, make people nauseous. And I'll try not to make people too bad. So here was the new backdrop. So I dug this out of the cellar. I shouldn't say the cellar, the attic. And what this is if anybody's familiar, this is like a Japanese geisha girl. And they call these like blinds. It's actually 4 pieces on hinges. So yeah, I just dug this out thinking, you know, it'll be a different backdrop than
And what is it made out of?
looking at blanketed motorcycles. But yeah, you know, it's black lacquer, and then they paint on it with gold, and then they inlay it with I shouldn't say inlay. Then they add like seashell, not seashell, but abalone, and then they cut like abalone pieces, and that's how they make all the designs. So this isn't like super old, like, you know, like Ming Dynasty from like the 14th century or nothing like this. This is more like tourist circa 1950s, 1960s. So yeah, things started to change, and once things started to change, everything got cheaper and more readily available. So I'm going to hand Brenda the phone here, and I'm going to move the stand to where we can start looking at some stuff.
To get to see my lovely face for a little bit.
Yeah, Brenda's bruises subsided from me beating the crap out of her for burning my toast last week.
No, I did a chemo treatment on my face.
Thank God.
It was 2-3 weeks. It's still pretty
Thank
rough.
God nobody called the cops on me and
it was pretty
said
bad.
that they quit beating Brenda up. So I think this will work better this way. Let me flip this around again. Ooh, maybe not. Let me turn this. Ooh, that's getting hot already. And I'm going to try to zoom in here. Actually, we're pretty good. So this, first of all, we're going to look at some azurite, self-collected azurite. And if you can see these pieces, and these are pretty hefty little guys. So these are bigger than blueberries. If anybody's not familiar with azurite.
What is azurite?
It's azurite. It is what it is. It's azurite.
Where did you get it from?
I don't remember. It's so many freaking years ago. Where did we get it from? You tell me and we'll both know. Yeah, it's been so many years ago. I don't remember. And maybe this is because we are...
Hi, Beth.
Hey, Beth. So this is maybe senility kicking in. But yes, it was somewhere out in the Southwest. But exact location, I don't remember. It's not the place where you get like the little blueberries and stuff. This is a place where you actually go and you go into this mine and break this crap out of the mine. And we didn't see any malachite or anything there either. Just this azurite deals.
And what do they make out of azurite?
Well, I don't think you make anything out of here. If you got like bigger pieces, you could probably make jewelry out of it and stuff. But this is kind of, you know, more like just display pieces.
Almost looks like a bunch of grapes. Bumpy.
Yeah, they call them azurite blueberries because after they like break out of the ground, they will start rolling around and erode away, and then that's why they call them azurite blueberries, is because they turn into like these blueberries. But this is what they look like. If anybody ever seen them, this is what they look like before they turn into blueberries. They're pretty unique, pretty neat.
They're a beautiful color, I think.
Yes, pretty blue.
Almost a purple blue.
Well, azurite is, I think azurite is actually means like a blue. Azurite is a blue. So yeah, that's some azurite. And this is not going to work on the stand because I can't see what I'm looking at to thingamajigger. All right, so that was some azurite. Now we'll look at, this one's for Jeff. And a blank screen. Here you go, Jeff. Here is your black tourmaline, or better known as scroll. So yes, so can you facet that? Yeah, probably. And I know we were talking about this. It's been a while before I finally dug this thing down. So yeah, this is you know what it looks like, and you can again you can you know, do stuff with this. Although I'm not going to do nothing with it because you know, it is what it is. It's going to stay that way. So then we have in next up we have some citrine, and a lot of this stuff is like heat treated to get this to turn orange, but the stuff that's heat treated is actually amethyst that they heat treat. So I don't think this is heat treated. I think this could be like natural citrine. And
Do
I
they
have a few.
facet this stuff? Oh, this side right here is very pretty.
Yes. And I do have a few chunks of this. So that's some citrine. And then I collected some little tinier pieces that are a lot much more faint, more on the
Lemony yellow color?
yes, on the yellow side. So yeah, so very interesting stuff. And here's another one. This is another kind of a yellow point. So you can tell this wasn't heat treated amethyst, but like you say, more of a yellow, kind of a yellow, interesting yellow and orange. So that was that.
So all this is different kinds of citrine.
Yes, that's all citrine. And then we have some, this is a, move this stuff away. We got a garnet. And this is a garnet. This is my mom collected this. This is from Germany. And that's a big chunky garnet.
So in black light, would that be really red?
Yeah, it's not like jewelry grade garnet. You know, you couldn't make like a jewel out of this. But it's definitely interesting nonetheless. I'm opening up a bag here. Trying to open up a bag with no fingernails. I got it. I have to rip it open. And then, of course, like if you go to like other areas, you can get like smaller garnets. And again, this is not like it's any facetable or anything like that. This is, you know, and then I've got some Gossamer garnets. And then I have a tube of garnets that you can collect in like some of them mines. And if you look at these, whoop, some of these are real. You know, there you go. Some of these are really pretty. Now some of these are actually facetable. You can see the beautiful colors on them. And of course, they're so thick in here in this jar. There you can see some. There's some real nice specimens in here. Turn that off. Yeah. And then, of course, a ruby. And that's a natural ruby. Actually, this is from like North Carolina. And if you would like, I don't have my black light out here, but if you have a black light, or not a UV light, this just glows like crazy, crazy red. And that kind of lets you know it's a ruby. But yeah, that's a ruby. Definitely not, jewelry grade by no means, but still pretty nonetheless. Not the pigeon blood ruby, but more of a pink ruby. And then this deal is another thing you can find out there. And if that's like an aquamarine or something, but I mean it's definitely some kind of a gemstone. The outside is real, real rough. But again, it's
Hi, Josh.
Hey Josh. Hey Beth. Brenna's missing some people.
I said hi, Beth, before.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Sorry, Beth, I missed you. So yeah, pretty nice. And then of course, move that down.
So recap, what are we looking at?
We're just looking at like rough gemstones and some finished gemstones. So this is a beryl, and the difference between like a garnet, which is the octagon and not even, but weird shape size, a beryl will be more, more lines. And again, if this thing has any color, I doubt it. At least not that we're going to be seeing. But you can definitely see its mineral and its structure. So yeah, just another stuff you just pick up. And then of course here's a little tiny little garnet. And then this little weird thing here is, I don't know, but she sure is pretty.
Almost like a sapphire or something.
So yeah, that could be a sapphire. It's small enough and very, very blue. So yeah, all that stuff you can find in a lot of this stuff was from like Montana and stuff. Some of them paid dig areas and whatnot. Oh, let me put this down. So then people talk about sunstones. Now here's some sunstones from Norway, and this is a real old pack. And these are sunstones from Norway, and they're similar to all the other sunstones. You kind of get, if you look right, you can get some really good flash. Although the lights, there you go. The lights at
Jerry, maybe put it on
a weird angle.
A background, a different background, maybe white or something.
No, you don't want white. White will screw the thing up. So yeah, these are sunstones from Norway. So if anybody ever gets a chance to go to Norway, you can pick your own sunstones, right? There's a bunch in this pack. I just took a couple out. So yeah, sunstones from Norway. Imagine that, right? Now next time you plan a trip to go to Norway, make sure you, what's going on?
So the camera's picking up your weave in your material.
Weed?
Your weave.
Weed?
Yeah.
Camera's picking up some weed?
Yes, so it's having a hard time focusing because of the weave.
Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what you want me to do.
I don't know.
I don't know either. You brought it up. Everything is woven.
Yes.
And if I put a towel down, it's going to be a different color towel. Sorry for leaving the camera blind. I got preoccupied. So here is emerald. And of course, not gem quality emerald. But this is what, most of the time, if you get emerald, this is what it is. It's not.
Hi, Romania.
Hey, Romania. Howdy. This is rough looking emerald. So yeah, you could facet something green out of there, but it's you know, pretty eh.
It's cool just to have emerald.
Yes, because you know, you could just say you have emerald, like, ooh, look, I got emerald. So yeah, that's some emerald. If anybody has any emerald or wants any emerald, well,
I
there you
didn't
go.
see Oz.
Oz,
Yeah.
the Emerald City.
Yeah.
Oh. And of course, here's a couple more garnets, some big ones. These are from Germany too. Actually, I think they're like from the Alps. Garnets from the Alps. And then here's some of this stuff. Anybody know
I
what
love
that
this
is?
stuff.
So this is you know, you get carnelian, and then this is more like grab a single piece out. More like the gem, you know, gem grade carnelian. You know, all of it. The orange stuff is really nice. So yeah, this is nice stuff. You could really make some nice stuff out of this. Real glassy, real clear, really red. And red, you know, red's what you're really looking for. This orangey red. So yeah, this is some nice stuff. You know, turn it off. And then moving along, then we have like some little. Let me
Can't
get,
even
these are
pick it up 'cause
really
it's
tiny.
so little.
Yes, these are really little tiny. So what we have here is we have
Is this peridot?
no, tourmaline.
Tourmaline.
So these are little pieces of tourmaline. Well, that blue one's probably not, but you can see these little. Oh yeah, because there's blue tourmaline too. So yeah, these are little tiny little. If I can drop one down. Oh, don't let me lose that one. So you can even see its little crystalline structure. Is that too bright? That might be too bright. Let me turn this off. So you can see its little crystalline structure. That didn't work, right? Yeah. So yeah, little tiny little, and believe it or not, people actually take this stuff and they facet it. So you can take these little tiny little guys like this and you facet them into these little teeny tiny little gemstones. And then of course you got stuff like this.
That's pretty.
I can't remember the name of it. I knew what this was, and now I can't think of it. But again, very pretty.
Is that sometimers? Sometimers you remember, sometimers you don't?
Yes.
As you get older, you get sometimers.
Yes.
Hi, Patty.
Hey, Patty. So yeah, those would be nice to.
We're looking at little gemstones.
Nice to do.
Different sparkly things for Christmas.
With. Yes, Christmas is sparkle time.
Yes.
And then, of course, like I said, we weren't going to do much for emerald or for opals, but this little guy right here, you can even see the bots on the outside. This is Wisconsin opal. So who said you can't have opal in Wisconsin? Well, nobody, because we do have opal in Wisconsin. So that's too bright. So how is that for some Wisconsin opal? So anybody that says opal's not found in Wisconsin, there you go.
So, you know, Pops was over not too long ago, and he was just telling us about the biggest common opal deposit in Wisconsin is where?
I forgot what he said.
Athens.
Oh. So there's Wisconsin opal. And it's a crystal too.
He's
and it's got all the colors, yes.
But he's very pretty.
Yes, from Wisconsin. So who knew this was hiding in this little Stone that broke in half. I'd like to
Cheryl
have
wants
the
to
other
know if
half.
it was imported here.
No, Cheryl, I dug this up in the backyard. When I dug some ponds, and then because we're rock hounders, I dug some ponds, and I was just looking at the stuff I dug up. Oh yeah, I guess technically, yeah, maybe it probably was imported, but glacially brought in by the glaciers. But where the glaciers got it from? Well, it had to be Canada or something. So, but yeah, very nice. So then, as we move along,
Do you want me to take all this stuff off here?
no, they gotta have something to look at while
okay.
they're not looking at nothing,
Okay.
rather than looking at a stupid table. And of course, this is everybody's favorite here. Maybe I could use a light on that to help it out a little bit. No, almost too much, right? Oversaturated.
Yes.
But yeah, this stuff is always nice, and this is a nice tall stack. I got a lot of.
And what is this?
It's a fire agate. So there's a lot to be used out of here yet, but that's not my best piece. People have this stuff.
It looks like you can look real deep inside of it.
Yes, that's fire agate. But if you have lucky enough to get pieces like that.
Hi, Rick.
Hey, Rick. This is a big, chunky. And it's got some super, super depth. I mean, this is real. And I just surface polished this. But yeah, what a piece. And I've never done anything with this. This is just all stuff I just sit on, because we can't work everything. We got to have some stuff to sit around with, right? So then next up, what we have,
if everybody could just so
is this
nicely likey-like.
And this, let me open it up here and get in the camera. Put it back down here again.
Do you need me to move stuff now or no?
So what this is H. Stern Gem and Mineral Sample Box. And H. Stern was a Brazilian luxury jewelry maker founded in the 1940s. And what he did is he made these little jewelry kits. And when he made these little jewelry kits, and then he would take them around and he would, sell the jewelry. So what they would do is they would have a rough stone. I'm sorry about the light bouncing around here. So they got the rough stone right here, and then they faceted a piece and then showed you how it would look is in like jewelry. So this is cacoxenite, right? And then you have green quartz. You have rose quartz. And here's a piece of citrine. Now this is the natural citrine long before they were heat treating stuff. And cacoxenite sounds kind of dirty, huh? Now this is agate. Agate? Is this not, right? So yeah, why they called it agate back then? I don't know.
Rick would know.
Here's a garnet. Rick would know because he's that old. Are you saying Rick's really old?
No.
So there's a nice garnet, and then of course the nice faceted garnet, real pretty stone. Then you got this piece of blue tourmaline, and of course the faceted blue tourmaline. And if you look, you can see the blue. He's very blue, and you can see the marks where they broke it off a big a big chunk, which is a bummer. We don't have the big chunk. More looks green than blue. So yeah, big chunk of blue tourmaline, and of course the faceted stone. And aquamarine, and here's a faceted aquamarine. A lot of people don't know you can get aquamarine in blue, but a lot of times it comes, it comes in this white, and then they heat treat it, just like they'll do with the Montana sapphires. They'll heat treat it to bring out the color. So you heat treat this, and it'll actually turn blue. So then next up we have hematite.
Hi, Don.
Hey, Don. And that's funny because hematite, I guess, actually was a facetable gemstone back there. And then, of course, we have the amethyst. And then we have this Bahia topaz. And I say some of this stuff is new to me too. And of course, there's tons of gemstones, but that is Bahia topaz. So, you know, what's that worth? I don't know. Now we got a piece of pink tourmaline, and actually the pink tourmaline kind of almost looks like a piece of watermelon. And here's the pink tourmaline. Let me grab a light with this one. So real pretty piece of pink tourmaline. Whoop. Okay, next up was feldspate. So some good old feldspate. So anybody know?
I wonder how many people would get that as a gemstone.
And then next, we got this beautiful faceted green tourmaline. Let me pull that green tourmaline out. Get a light for it. So this is our green tourmaline, which is a real nice piece. And you can see the terminations on it. So yeah, very nice.
It's German.
Green tourmaline is German?
No, whatever, probably that other stuff.
Oh, yes, now I'm moved. I got a light. I'm trying to deal with this light right here. And yeah, the feldspate. Okay, now we got a piece of morganite. And of course, morganite is the one that kind of, you know, like a diamond-y kind of thing. Just clear, crystal clear. So how do you tell the difference between that and quartz? I don't know. That's morganite. And then look at, ooh.
Hi, Bear.
Hey, Bear. Sodalite, which is like, again, why this was considered a gemstone back then. I suppose everything probably was, you know, where he was trying to make some money off of it. Okay, then you got this piece of rutilated quartz. And you got the switching hands here. This is not a very good piece.
What was the year of this thing?
He started his company in 1945, so this stuff can be anywhere after that. Here's some aventurine, which is just green. Here's some smoky topaz, which I didn't know they had smoky topaz, but sure enough, there it is. And then we have some Rio Grande topaz. So some of these got some pretty big chunks in there. And again, if I'll zoom out, that's what the what his little kit looks like.
So like a salesman that went door to door, only thing he sold
or maybe just to jewelry stores or something. I'm not on the specifics of where he sold his wares, but yeah. So if anybody ever seen one of these, pick these up. These are like, I mean, these, you know, even with the gemstones in there, these are quite valuable. And believe it or not, we got this one from an estate sale for 10 bucks. $10 I got for this. And when I went up there and I opened it up and I'm like, well, this is interesting. What's in here? I popped it open and I was like, whoa. And it had 10 bucks on it. So of course it went right into my pocket and out to the checkout, and I bought it. Because hey, you can't argue with that for 10 bucks, right? Okay, now moving along. Moving along, we have, let me zoom her back in here. So in this container, of course, we have this crazy looking thing here. Now, if this is something that somebody else knows what it is, you're one up on me. So I don't know, but I know it's not quartz. So maybe a Herky. Herkies have that kind of a termination.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, Mew.
Hi, Lurker. Lurker Troy.
Oh, hey, Troy. Brian, who?
Mew.
Oh, is it Mew?
Yeah.
Mew.
Yes.
Didn't see you sneak in. So anyhow, this big old chunk of watermelon tourmaline.
So if you're just seeing us, we're looking at sparkly stuff for Christmas.
Yes, we're looking at the sparkles. And then again, here's some.
Looks Herkimer to Soul, to Cheryl.
It looks like a Herkimer. Yeah, it could be. So now here's yellow, but again, it's not like a normal shape. So what these are, is that yellow quartz? I know they have like a yellow quartz. Is that what that is? And this is, I think this is like another ruby here. Hi, Julie. How's the puppy doing? The puppies, the poopies. So these are like rubies or garnets or something. And then, yeah, these little, you can see they were like terminated. But yes, some very, and this one you can see the termination there. Oop, that gets focused. So yeah, some interesting yellow pieces.
Them are some pretty sparkles.
So yes, those are some interesting
lemon quartz.
They have a lemon quartz, I know that. But we'll just call them lemon diamonds for now. Because I think they're like diamonds. They're like diamonds. A diamond in the rough. Diamonds. Okay, now next, we have this little guy. And this is, any guesses what this is? A little light for you. Anybody know what that is? Came from outer space. Does that help? Came from outer space.
You gotta go slow
it's
because
green.
It needs to catch up.
Hey, Jenny. Yes, it is moldy bites. You bet you. And there you go. Betty's got it too. This is moldavite. So this is from an asteroid impact. And this is what it formed, was the moldavite. So when we got these pieces, the guy had drilled this hole in them. And this is actually 14 karat gold. So he drilled these holes in these. Oh, sorry for moving the light. And then stacked them like that. So, asteroid obsidian, right? What did Brian say?
No, that's Julie.
Oh, I mean, Julie say?
Brian went to go get food.
Oh, food. Feed me. Feed me, Seymour. Hi, Julie. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. So, yeah, pretty moldavite. You could facet. If you work around the huge hole this guy put in these, You could facet some nice stones out of here because this is some really good pieces of moldy
It
bites.
would be a very pretty pendant.
Very moldy bites. Okay, and then we're gonna get to some. Oh yeah, yeah. I said I wasn't gonna do this, but yeah, here we go. We have the opal doublets. And that's a couple opal doublets. Anybody who doesn't know what a doublet is, it's a opal on top, and then they just put it over something else because it's so thin. So yeah, that was a.
Oh, I was gonna say, open it.
Open
you got
it?
spots on there, hard to look at.
So that's your opal doublet. So this is like, and they sold this set as for like, oh, it's a match set for earrings, and no, it's not a match set. They are
Yeah, but your
not,
ears are never matched either.
yeah,
So.
but so what? They gotta still be the same. So then next, since it's a sparkly little Christmassy Christmas. How's that?
That's the Christmas.
So we have citrines, we've got garnets, we've got rubies, we've got this is actually let's see if I look at the other one here, if I can find the other one right here. This is actually a star of Africa, and
Can you see the star?
Might not be able to star it with this light in here. Oh,
how about if I would put a bright?
You can kind of, no, but it's just gonna wash it out.
Okay.
Then you got emeralds, opals, and again these blue
Is
guys.
that aquamarine?
I don't think it's aquamarine. I think aquamarine's a different blue. And then remember when these were like popular back? That's probably not a good example. Oh, I'm gonna drop that, right? Oh, I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it. I got it. Peridot. Oh, sorry for my dirty nails. I just ate an orange. Oh, danger. So yeah, some real interesting little sparklies. Karen would be like going like, oh crap, send them my way. Right? So these are all just rough little gemstones. And then I just heard one clink.
You just dropped it in the box.
Yeah.
Thank gosh it was in the box.
Yes. Yes.
Your fingers are too big for those littles.
Yes, I dropped this one. So that's what I was saying when they facet these stuff. Could you imagine faceting something like that? Like, come on, man. So yeah, I think these blue ones, let me pull this blue one back out again. If I can with my bulbous fingers. So
you need pinchers.
I think these blue one is this. But I could be mistaken because I've been mistaken many times before. And then we have the last little blast here for the fasten guys.
Hi, Jenny.
Hey, Jenny. We have...
I don't think anybody here will be naughty.
These little guys. So we've got a couple... stuck here. A couple of the purples, yeah.
Amethyst.
Purple, yeah. People in their purples. Purple. Man, I can't even grab these things, but that's a kind of a nice cut. And of course the cut, is always, they talk about the cut. If you look at it from the bottom, it's actually pretty faceted. Pretty unique.
Yeah.
And these would probably look real. Yeah, maybe not too much light. It's a light, either too much or not enough. So here's a beautiful
Is that ruby
Yeah, I think this is a garnet.
garment?
Yeah, I don't want to do that way either. But yeah, very, very nice. Really nice. And then we have a citrine.
You need a little sticky
And
thing
again,
to put
this
those
is,
on, like a wad of clay or
yes.
something.
Yes. Yes, it's a little sticky thingamajigger.
Yes.
Yes. So again, they talk about the cut. Now look at the way they cut this. You know, very, you know, this weird shape just to give it that. You know, and obviously the camera doesn't
A wax pencil, yes.
pick it up. Yes. But yeah, very, very nice cut. And then of course this last, oh, what am I hitting there? My flashlight. This last guy here is definitely
a sparkler. He's
twinkler.
a stunner.
And this
Yeah,
is
or
all
some
done,
chewing gum.
all done by just cuts. And this doesn't have that many facets, but it sure does look pretty. It sure does look pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So let me move this around. Put that around. Give that to Brenda. Hold on to that. Move this.
I'll let you guys look at the background here.
Oh yeah, in case people came late, that was our new that's our new background motif. At least for the short time. At least for the short period, it's our new background. But Brenda went out and had this made. I can flip this over, maybe, because it's freaking huge. I don't know if I'm backwards or forward.
Like that. Upside down.
Oh, upside down. Brenda went and had this made for me. And it's freaking huge. Whoop, 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 whoop. And of course, it's the new banner. So yeah, she went and had that made. So now I went through all that trouble and I dug that thing out of the attic, brought it out, set it up, which was a pain because it actually ripped some holes in my hand, you know, because it's so old and rough. Let me move this in a little bit closer. I ripped some holes in my hand, and when I ripped them holes in my hand, they were like on fire. Like, holy man, they were like on fire because I think they were like getting infected. So, of course, a couple trips into the bathroom to put on the hydrogen peroxide and let it do its foaming magic. And then I was healed. So, no doctor visits. So, yeah.
So I hope you guys all are good. And I'm wondering what
Yeah, Rick, I hope the man-child's doing good.
and what you'll get for Christmas.
Yes, Christmas. Anybody get anything early? Any early presents for Christmas yet? I did right there. Brenda got something new for Christmas too. You want to see what Brenda got for Christmas? She's such a leaker. Yeah. That'd be nice.
Santa was very nice to me.
I'll turn this around. Here, I'll show you what Brenda got for Christmas. There, that's what Brenda got for Christmas.
Santa was really good.
A
hex-clad frying pan. Yeah, that's my new Christmas gift.
Did she deserve that? Well, that's to be determined. So she got me that nice Temu, the nice Temu banner, which I'm sure was probably, you know, thousands of dollars because it's coming from Temu, China. So it was probably really expensive. So that's actually made in China too. So, you know, it's not like my side by side, which is a Polaris. So yeah, it's not the luxury Cadillac like I got. She got the knockoff quad runner. So, but you know, can't complain, right?
No.
Nice. So yeah, but unfortunately, you know, she got it. It's like 30 below zero.
Yeah. I did take it out today in that high wind.
Yes, she like, you know, like the kid, you know, like gets up in the morning like, I'm like, whatever you want to do. I mean, you know, go ahead, you know. So yeah, we started it up, and you know, she kind of went around the yard. And of course, you know, when we say yard, we have like 5 acres.
So Rick, you're right. I can use it ice fishing.
Yes, it's more than a yard. It's you know, we got plenty of room to cruise around. Not enough room for me to cruise around, but enough room for her to cruise around.
I love it.
So yeah, you know, another thing in the garage, right?
I even named them.
Yeah, she even named it White Lightning.
Yes, I love White Lightning.
I named it. I don't know what I'd call it. I'd call it, well, we don't go into that, but yeah, so yeah, welcome to the Rock Room White Lightning. I think White Lightning is like moonshine, so why you named it after moonshine, I don't know. So yeah, so like I say, this was going to be a short video. I didn't do much stuff because, you know, it's Christmas week, everybody. Oh, and then Merry Christmas, everybody, and Happy New Year. I don't know if next Saturday will fall in. Is Saturday the New Year?
No, not yet.
So maybe, maybe by Saturday everybody will be out tying one on. I don't know. Maybe not. You had a kitty named White Lightning. We had a cat named Turd, and that was his name. We have pets. And a lot of guys probably know this. We have pets. Brenda has a name. I have a name. The same pet. She has a name. I have a name. So Scotchy, Turd, Highway, Scratchy, Dune, Bug, Fishy, Poop Eyes, Story, Squirrel. So if anybody knows that, you know, we all have our names. So our pets always have to know 2 names rather than 1 name.
Yes.
And then she is, you know, the trainer, like, oh, I got to train them. You know, she's got all these awards and trophies and ribbons and all that crazy stuff from all the shows. I mean, they do dock diving, they do Schützen, and Schützen is if anybody's not familiar,
protection sports.
It's the attack, you know. They do herding,
barn hunt.
She's always, you know, when I'm like, you know, like, get off, and she's like, no, it's down, and I'm like, no, it's get off. I want them to know what I'm gonna be saying when I'm gonna be saying it, because I'm not gonna be like going, down, boy, down. No, it's get off me, you freaking lughead. So yes, so again, the dogs not only had 2 names to learn, they also had 2 vocabularies, the proper, you know, everything, and then
the slang.
Mine, which was the, you know,
slang.
Like off, down, out, shut up, stuff like that, normal stuff that guys would teach a dog rather than the etiquette of how she would teach him. So then anyhow, since we weren't talking about opals,
oh no,
if anybody missed it, I did make 1 stone this week. And actually, I messed around with a few stones that all of them didn't work out. Let me turn this light off. So they all didn't work out. And then I kind of saw, but I did do this one. If anybody's seen this one, This thing, let me pop this out real quick.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Well, of course we gotta show Opal. So let me turn the light back on. So let me turn this around. Let me zoom this in. So yeah, this is the one Opal I did, and yeah, she had some really pretty colors in it.
Julie said Brian is laughing. That's the same at her house.
Oh, crappers. It almost went down. Let me take this by a light. I'm trying not to make anybody dizzy.
Whoa.
That's the same by your house, Julie. Right. So that's a guy thing. Like, I don't want to teach it, how you want it taught. I'm going to want to teach it how I want him to be, So yeah. Ooh,
Everybody thinks that's an alien face.
yes. Doesn't it kind of look like that?
What is that,
Yes.
Atlas?
I don't know, like Predator or something, but yes. But it did have some, and I know this doesn't pick this up for crap, but it had some nice looking color.
I can say, Julie, it's so bad that somebody would pull in the yard, and not only would the dogs go out barking, Jerry
there
would
was some
go
other
out
stuff
barking.
at work. Yes. Let me flip this around. Somebody gets nauseous while what I'm walking around. Barking. Yeah, I'm always barking orders. I run a tight ship. That's why she got beat up last week when she burnt my toast. You know what they call a woman with two black eyes? One that didn't listen. Twice.
Oh, right.
One of these days, Alice, pow, right to the moon.
I'm sorry, Beth. We're so boring. She
Boring.
dozed off.
Are you sleeping?
Already.
Yeah, so anyhow, so again, we're cutting this short because it's Christmas and everybody needs to do the fun.
Have a little eggnog.
That's not it.
Holiday
The Packers
spirit.
are playing tonight.
Yes.
So, yes, that's why we're cutting it short, because I want to go back in the house and watch a football game. Come on, football.
Yeah, they're pairing the Bears.
Football. Yeah, go Packers, go Pack, go Pack. Cheese, and I don't have no cheese heads. I don't have no Packer attire. I do got some Packer stuff in the house, like in a trunk somewhere.
Or you
in a
got that
closet
right.
somewhere.
He is.
So yeah, but we can watch the game, and I've said this in the past that Cheryl over there in Minnesota with the Vikings.
By Queens.
Then down south we got the Bears, go Bears, the Bears, go Bears, and then of course to the east, yeah, the Detroit Lions. So yeah, up north here, our history is rooted in football. Why? I don't know. Just because it is. It's football, football, football. So yeah, we have baseball, we have basketball, hockey. No, it's football. Football's the man's sport. So the other stuff is whatever. Golf. Yeah, we even have the professionals. They golf just in Stevens Point. They call it something in Stevens Point, but yeah, the big guys golf there. So is Tiger Woods there? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. What do you call 100 white people chasing one black guy? The PGA Tour when Tiger Woods was playing. Come on, guys. Come on. What were you thinking? Nothing like that.
All right. That's enough.
Yes. So anywho, we'll make it short and sweet and go in. I don't have a clock on here. Go in and watch some football, and everybody else should go into their houses and find football channel and root for the Packers. And actually, I say that, but actually when I watch them, they end up losing. So I should probably not watch, because I remember I work Sunday, so normally I can't watch the game, and then they win. But when they're like playing on some other day and I'm home, then they freaking lose. So although they did lose last Sunday, so maybe that doesn't matter. So yeah, so anyhow, 0-0 at this time, right? Just about ready to start.
Yeah.
Maybe it started. So yeah. So anyhow, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy happy
hope you
Festivus.
get everything you want.
If anybody's a Seinfeld fanatic like I am, happy Festivus. Happy Festivus for all of us that are, non-Christmas people. There's, non-Christmas people. So, happy Festivus, which is different than Christmas. So, but anyhow, so yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for liking,
See you next
subscribing,
week after Christmas.
and doing all that stuff. And we will see you soon in a rock room near you. Live long and prospect. Bye, everybody.